if you've been like me over the past month, you already know that there have been Zoom calls, there have been meetings in support of Killer Cam. Kamala is what they call her. You had, of course, you had the black population. You had black people on their Zoom calls. You had black women for Kamala Harris, or black women for Harris. You had black men for Harris. You had white men for Harris. You had even white women for Harris. And my white folk, I call it white guilt for Harris. Because if you were to say I ain't with her, they're going to call you racist. And unfortunately, I'm not even talking about those white folk that ain't saved. I'm talking about white folk who claim to be saved, but yet you're voting for a person and supporting a person publicly, knowing that this individual is wicked. And you appear on Twitter, on social media, talking about, oh, I'm saying it proudly. I'm with her. I ain't got no problem saying I'm with her. That's white guilt. Like this lady. And I know her. She's on Twitter. Erin Harding. Yeah. Might as well call it out. I'm here to definitely push women into the arms of Kamala Harris. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see what this white girl is doing? Y'all see what this white woman doing? The arms of Donald Trump are sweaty, smelling like cheese and regret. And there's the real possibility that Trump tries to grab them by the pee. Honey, turn the mic off. This is not a flex. This is white guilt, y'all. Where my white people at? Listen, don't be ashamed. Listen, it's all love over here. Ain't nobody gonna jump you on my channel. If you for the truth, I don't care what color you are. But for my white people, my white brothers and sisters, this is your people. Come get your people. Come get your people. What in the mayonnaise on white bread is going on here? I'm here to definitely push women into the arms of Kamala Harris, and then you're gonna act as though Trump is the problem, and then you lie on Trump because that ain't what Trump said. So, of course, you know what I had to do. As a black man, I vehemently disagree with you. I refuse to support a woman who gladly imprisoned black people and intentionally withheld exculpatory evidence that resulted in putting a black man on death row. If you think Kamala is, quote unquote, that girl, holla at Peoples Cherie. In other words, Cherie Peoples. Cherie Peoples, who's a black woman, could probably put you on game, Aaron. Furthermore, I said, why would you support a woman whose prosecutorial and political history is straight trash and dangerous not only to the black community, but to all people? This woman supports the destruction of babies in the womb, particularly black babies, even after birth. I said everything I said about this woman, this wicked woman, is just the tip of the iceberg. To support this woman's platform is a slap in the face against the black community. I encourage you to watch this video and reconsider your position, sister. Real talk. So look, I'm trying to help this woman. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about me, but one thing you're not going to tell me is that when I check somebody, I don't check them with the truth and check them with the facts. Some people are just dumb. And some people think being stupid is a spiritual gift. It ain't. And TDS is real. Trump derangement syndrome is real. It needs to be, I believe, in my opinion, it needs to be in the DSM-5. You would think that Christians wouldn't think like this, but this professing Christian does. This woman goes to seminary too. Make that make sense. She says, I'm sorry. I hope you can find it in you to understand that my vote is just that, mine. Also, I've been in conversations where I am the only white person and my black circle feels very differently than you. Do you see this? So because you got some niggas around, that validates your vote? That validates your support of a murderer? Because you got a few sprinkles of pepper around your salt. That's your validation, Aaron? Really? I said, FYI, Aaron, your Trump's P quote needs further context. Here's what he actually said.
This is the same guy that excuse my language, but grabs women by the pussy and all of this other stuff.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said. That's not what he said.
He didn't say that?
No, he did not.
That up, no. Yes, he did. No. Look that up, my brother.
If I was a betting man, well, hold on, because I'm responding to your statement.
Go ahead.
If I was a betting man, if I wanted to bet y'all $100 a piece, would you take that wager? That what he said is not gamble. I'm saying if I was a betting man, I mean, since you said he said it, if I were a betting man, I'd say, you know what, $100, each one of you. If you're telling me that what he said is what you said and not the context,
then tell me what he said if he didn't say it.
This is what he said when he was on that bus. He said these women that he would have relationships with, they would let you grab them by the P word. That's what he said. He did not say grab them by the P word. That constitutes.
I didn't say he said to tell
No, you did say that. No, you did say that. You did say that. You may want
I didn't say he said to that he's. I said,
take your time.
Said he grabbed them by that.
No, you didn't say let. You didn't say they will let you. You didn't say that. You just said grab them by the.
So okay, so we still split hairs.
It's not about. Here's my point.
My overall point is you have a morally bankrupt. Hold on. You have a morally bankrupt. You have a morally bankrupt individual in the office of the presidency.
But let me respond to what you're saying.
Bankrupt man in the office of the presidency.
Can I respond to what you're saying, though?
But you and your Christian beliefs support him.
No. Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. I would defend any individual who's being falsely accused by something that they did not do or did not say, because that is what a Christian does.
So let me
finish the thought of your mind. So when you say that Trump said that and you don't provide context to that, that's no different than what the media does. Because here's what I find rather interesting. You can pull it up. I mean, you just split the screen up and pull up the video of Access Hollywood and play it, and you will hear what Donald Trump said. Now, here's what I am not saying. I am not saying that I endorse that. What I am telling you is that is not what the man said in its context and in the totality of that conversation that he had with Billy Bush. And so for anybody to try to make a false accusation just because you don't like the person.
Hold on, my brother.
go ahead.
I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. I don't even wait. Hey, when you're a star, if they let you do it, you can do anything. Whatever you want. Grab them by the pussy. I can do anything.
Do you hear that? They'll let you do anything. They'll let you do anything.
So how does he know if that's what they'll let him do?
Because
he didn't do it.
Well, hold on. I didn't. Nobody. I never said he didn't do it. You said he just said grab them. The man. You played the audio. You just played the audio.
Oh.
You just did. So I didn't say he didn't say that. I said he didn't say what you mentioned that he said in its context. You missed the context of what he said. So here's the thing. Also, I'm saying when we make accusations, we at least need to provide the facts to that accusation and not splice it and chop it and cut it.
Yeah, dear, she knows better. Yes, she know better, dear. Yes, she know better. And I used to always try to help her and her husband with their white guilt issues. I used to try to help them, and then they didn't fall into the trap. They didn't fall into the trap. But this is the mentality, y'all. This is the mentality. This is the mentality. She says, "Thank you for your opinion, Seiko. I will not be changing my mind on this, and I will champion this woman to the Oval Office. I know you believe differently, and that's okay. At the end of the day, we are all allowed. We are all allowed that. You vote how your conscience tell you, and I vote mine. See, that's the problem. Your conscience ain't based on scripture. Your conscience is being seared. You're not going to convince me that your conscience aligns with the canon of scripture. It can't. I mean, this is what I told her at the bottom. I said, it's white liberals like yourself, laden with white guilt, who'd rather vote for those who oppress my people according to the flesh. So you're gonna usher other people to support this woman, and she's seeking the destruction not only of my people but of this whole entire country. And you think that's okay, Aaron? What are you smoking? Get off the meth, because you're not even doing crack thinking like this. I said, it's white liberals like yourself, laden with white guilt, who'd rather vote for those who oppress my people according to the flesh, because to do otherwise would cause you to be accused of being a white supremacist instead of standing on biblical business. So sick of white folk and their little white guilt makes me sick. Then she says, I mean, you can sling words at me like liberal and white guilt all you want, and I am still champion Kamala to the Oval Office. I'm not Allie Stuckey, who thinks that all white suburban women are lost. You see the deflection? This is a non sequitur. This has nothing to do with me checking you. I'm not even talking about Allie Beth Stuckey. At least in this context, and in this discussion, she and I agrees on this. We don't agree on the John MacArthur thing, her sucking up and defending John MacArthur, but we ain't talking about John MacArthur. I'm talking about you and your white guilt, thinking to be in the good graces of black folk, you got to support a woman who ain't black, who's trying to kill black folk in the womb. She says, I actually seek out non-white space. Do y'all see this? I told y'all this is white guilt. I ain't got to make this stuff up. So she's intentional in seeking out non-white spaces. Why? Why can't you be satisfied in the zip code in the area that you're in? And if God in his providence, like I told you behind before, Aaron, allows your paths to cross with somebody of a darker hue and more cooked pigmentation, then so be it. But you're seeking out non-white spaces for what? To mark off on your little, I'm not a racist little notes? Look. You know I got to populate your comment there. You know I got to populate your comment. I'm going to populate in just a minute. And I'm going to read her quote exactly how she said it. I've lived in non-white spaces my whole life. I'm not guilty for a damn thing. I have desired nothing but unity for years. And that issue is how I even got to know you. So miss me with white guilt, LOL. No, I can't miss you with white guilt, ma. No. Because what you think you're doing, trying to be acceptable to us, to the black community, you really being a sellout. You an eggshell walking white woman who don't want to stand on business and tell my people the truth because you would rather be identified with people of my color who support Kamala Harris with her wicked behind and standing on biblical business and risk being called a racist or white supremacist or risk being even in the same category with an Ally Beth Stuckey when it comes to saving human life in the womb and standing on biblical business. And like my wife said, yeah, you trying too hard. You trying too hard. You want to be so hood. You want to be hood so bad it's ridiculous. Yeah, she said it, and I co-signed it. This is what we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, white guilt. Listen, white guilt is something, y'all. Listen, white guilt. And listen, listen. She ain't the only one, ladies and gentlemen. This woman is not the only one who deals with white guilt that I have engaged and talked with. There's some of you right now who are white watching my live stream right now, and you notice that I'm saying is true, and you are afraid of sharing my content because you would rather come to me like a nick at night and hit me up on my DM and ask for my opinion about something that, man, if it's true, then say it. If your black brothers and sisters, you being white, is killing their people and it's wrong, call that mess out. We ain't got a problem calling y'all stuff out, white folk. We ain't a problem with it at all. So, Aaron, I say this with all the sincerity that I can muster. You don't love the black community like you think you do. Yeah, I said it. You think you love me. You think you love my people. But you don't love my people because if you love my people, you'll tell my people the truth. You don't love the black community. And the niggas that you're running with, they don't love you either. And you don't love them. Yeah, I said it. And I ain't taking it back. I'm sick of you white folks thinking that you're going to love us, but not tell. Paul said, have I become your enemy? And because I tell you the truth? So now you mad at me because I'm telling you the truth about what you're doing? Oh, I'm a white supremacist because I'm saying what you're doing, my black brothers and sisters, is sin? Oh, I'm a sellout because I'm saying we need to do better as a community. Black man, miss me with that. That's why none of them want to come up with me. None of them. Because they know what time it is when they come over here. Or I go on yo-yo. I don't care. Why none of these preachers want to have a biblical conversation on why they're supporting Kamala Harris? Why? Why none of you Christians want to have a biblical conversation and answer why you're supporting Kamala Harris and why you're voting for her? Why? Because you're a coward and you know you're in sin. And you know to do that, everybody's going to see how much of a fraud and how unrepentant you are. That's why. Y'all don't love the black community. If you did, you were telling the truth. If you did. But you don't. You don't like my tone. You don't like what I'm saying. You don't like me saying the things that I've been saying this past almost 2 hours. But you can't say I don't love you because I'm hitting you right where it hurts and your spiritual snot lock. And I'm telling you all the truth. The black community, as we see it in the black church, is jacked up, is messed up, is shot to hell. And the black preachers are responsible for it because they're the ones that's driving them. But listen, you don't have any excuse. You're without excuse because you have a Bible. And if you're a Christian, you're supposed to have the Spirit of God. So what are you doing? This woman don't love black people. She claims that she does, but she don't. You can't love my people and not tell them the truth. You can't love me as a fellow brother in Christ and support somebody whose whole purpose is to destroy the black community, the black population. Because that's what abortion does. It's primarily targeted to destroy my people. That's what it's targeted for. Illegal immigration is targeted for my people. Those black jobs that y'all was getting offended by Trump saying, we got black folks saying the same thing years before Trump said it. Hello. It's all documented. We know what a black job is. We know the black job is that Mexicans coming over here, illegal aliens are coming over here taking, that these companies are giving to them at a lower rate of pay because they know that they'll take it. And so they'll take the nigger and send him out. And if this persists and if this continues, we can be right along the Native Americans. We can be right along the Native Indians on our reservations because they're slowly doing it in our communities. But you claim to love us. You claim to love the black community. You don't want to tell them the truth? Girl, shut up. Shut all the way up.